Brought to you by Remington Rand, makers of the revolutionary new Remington Rolectric, the only shaver that shaves both the heavy beard and the hidden beard in absolute comfort. Now let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers from coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, just back from California, where he did a spectacular television show, our critics' favorite, Ernie Kovacs.
And a lady whose husband, Marty Gable, is watching from a cable car in San Francisco this evening, Arlene Francis.
And now, a gentleman that usually sits at my left is quite a lot farther left of me tonight, which is only right, because he is sitting in the place of honor, a place that I know he's going to fill magnificently. And in his place is one of the most charming bachelors on both coasts, Mr. Cesar Romero.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce a gentleman who tonight is going to attempt something that has never been attempted before by any living person. That of replacing John Daly as moderator of What's My Line, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. It's the same old What's My Line, but it's a different old moderator. After 381 consecutive performances as moderator of this show, that's an eternity in television, John Daly has hied himself off to Greece this week for one single week. I don't know why he went to Greece. He's been talking perfect Greek to us on that panel for the last 5 years. But there he is. Until he comes back, I'm going to be trembling in this seat. Imagine having to follow Rex Harrison the first time you're doing a job like this. And replacing me for the week is Cesar Romero. Glad to see you there, Cesar. Be good.
Glad to be here.
But not too good. And as usual, we're going to have some unexpected occupations for you this evening. And later on, there'll be a mystery guest to befuddle, bewilder, and confound the panel. And now I guess we might as well get started. May we have our first contestant, please? Will you sign in, sir? Mr. Bill Cameron. First contestant I've ever had this contact with. Yeah. Where do you come from, Mr. Cameron?
I come from Thompson, Connecticut.
Thompson? That's
Thompson.
up near Putnam?
That's
Comfort.
right. That's right.
Will you have a look?
Corner of the state.
Will you have a look at the panel, Mr. Cameron?
Gallen.
And come over and sit down with me?
Thank you.
Mr. Cameron, I presume you know how to play this game,
I do.
don't you?
I
I don't
do.
have to explain it to you? Well then, if that's the case, let's show the audience in the theater and the people who are watching exactly what Mr. Cameron does. Just to help the panel out, I know that this always gives them tremendous help. Mr. Cameron is self-employed. And we'll start in with that man who's just back from Nairobi, that famous old nose tweaker, Mr. Ernie Kovacs.
That's whatever it is, it seems to be a very worthy thing, Mr. Cameron, with the applause you had, and I'm sure that it's a very fine thing you're doing. Is this something, you have a product connected with what you do?
Yes.
Can you fold this product?
Fold?
Yeah. 1 week somebody's going to say yes, and then I quit.
No, that's one
No.
down and
You
9
can't
to
fold
go.
it.
You can't fold this product.
Another one of those.
It's not money.
What is your
Miss
preoccupation about folding things,
I don't
Ernie?
know. Maybe it's just that I want to fold. I'm approaching that period of life. That
Arlene?
Mr. Cameron, is this a product that can be used by both sexes?
Yes.
Is it ever found in the house?
Yes.
Is it a useful product?
Yes.
Well, if I can't fold it, can I hold it in my hand?
Yes.
You could fold it, too, if you had a mind to.
I'm strong. Is it made of metal?
No.
That's 2 down and 8 to go. Seize it.
Miss Cameron, is this product usually found in one specific part of the house?
No.
No, that's 3 down and 7 to go. District Attorney Kilgallen.
Mr. Cameron, is this solid rather than liquid?
Solid, yes.
Is it bigger than a wristwatch?
And how large is that?
A wristwatch?
Oh, a wristwatch.
No,
I...
that's 4 down and 6 to go. Definitely
Smaller
no.
than that.
Smaller than the wristwatch?
Ernie,
Weeny.
Is it smaller than a Patek Philippe?
what was that again?
That's a pretty small wristwatch. Is it, let's say, is it smaller than the quarter? Not taking into consideration the value of money today, just the quarter in size.
No, it is not.
It's not smaller than the quarter.
No, I think it's very comparable.
It's between a quarter and the wristwatch, is
I'll
that
have
right?
to give you a note of that. That's 5 down and 5 to go. Arlene.
Mr. Cameron, is this worn on the person anywhere?
No.
No,
You took the
it's
words
not
right
worn
out
on
of
the
my
person
mouth.
anywhere. That's 6 down and 4 to go. Seize it.
Does this product, does it cost less than $5?
Yes.
It does. Does it have any movable parts?
No.
No?
No, not at the start anyway. That's 7 down and 3 to go. Dorothy. Dorothy?
Oh, I beg your pardon, then. I was writing no movable parts at the start. Is this consumed?
Yes.
Well, now, wait a minute. May I have a small conference?
Well,
Oh, he did it just like John then, didn't he?
I'll take Mr. Cameron.
John always has his conferences with girls.
In the sense that we use consumed.
I mean used up.
Yes, it is used up. But it is not consumed in the sense that we sometimes say
I
eating or drinking.
didn't mean 8. No, I just
Yeah,
mean
I'm being so much more helpful and
I mean, in the
John.
course of a lifetime, would you need more than one of these?
Definitely.
It is useful rather than luxurious.
It is useful, yes.
Is it more for grown-ups than children?
Yes, I would say so.
Does it ever touch any part of the body when it's in use?
Yes.
If you had one of these, would you carry it around with you or have it on your person when you went out of the house?
You could, yes.
You would also have it on your person in the house.
Yes.
Is it ever, I know it's not worn, but when it is in use, is it sensible to have it touching the person?
Yes.
Very sensible. Very sensible.
Does it in any way improve the appearance of the person?
I would give I'm very generous, just doing this once. I think it definitely improves the appearance, John.
Would you know if anyone on the panel had one of these things here?
I wouldn't know.
It's quite possible.
Would Bennett be able to tell, as a non-pro in your profession?
He knows us better, Dorothy.
You mean, would I be able to tell whether you have one or not?
Yes.
No, I'm going to give you a no on that.
All
That's
right.
8 down
I'm
and 2
glad
to
to
go.
get rid of it.
Wouldn't have the faintest idea, Dorothy, and care less. That's up to you, Ernie.
Mr. Cameron, is this something that when you have had with it, you are finished with it, you would stick it on the bottom of the seat in the theater?
That's 9 down and 1 to go. Arlene, you're the last holdout for the panel.
You say it is solid. Can you see through it?
No.
No, you can't. That's 10 down, and you've missed out completely, and $50. Mr. William Cameron of Thompson, Connecticut, who sells plastic toothpaste. Mr. Cameron has no noted here that he designs his own special kind of plastic toothpick, which is made by the Bakelite Company, and then he sells them to hotels and restaurants. Well, it's nice to have you, Mr. Cameron. I have never gotten you either. Would you say good night to the family? Well, we're going to mix things up a little bit tonight, seeing that they're so mixed up already. And now I'm going to give the panel the inestimable privilege of putting on those blindfolds. Panel, would you put on your blindfolds? Ernie, would you put on your blindfolds?
Yes, sir, Mr. Cerf.
There's a note on this one from Jim Backus.
While the panel's putting on their blindfolds, I'd like to remind you that this is about the time of year that the community chests and the United Funds have their annual drives. They're doing a great job everywhere they're located, and I hope that everybody who's watching or listening tonight will do his share for Community Chest or the United Funds. Now, panel, those blindfolds all in place?
Yes, sir.
All right, may we have our next contestant, please? I'm not going to ask you if you know how to play the game, because I know you've watched this many a time. I've seen you watching it once or twice. We've asked the panel to blindfold itself because, of course, there's an area of identification with the guest that might help all of you. It might be the guest's face, or the manner of dress, or some other physical characteristic. Let's let the audience of the theater know, people at home know exactly what the occupation of our guest is. And we'll begin the questioning with my old Mount Kisco neighbor, Arlene Francis.
Thank you, Bennett. You've been just marvelous up till now, Bennett. Give me a little help, will you? Is our guest someone that would be recognizable to one of us on the panel?
Yes.
Gee. You associated in any way with any of the, any branch of the entertainment world?
Yes.
Now, wait a moment. I must interrupt here. It's true that our guest is associated with the entertainment world, but when his name goes down in history, it's not going to be for that.
It's not going to be for dancing and singing. Will his name go down in history? That's wonderful.
I'll answer for
All right.
our guest. I think there's a very good chance that it will do that.
Are you part of the sports world?
No, that's 1 down and 9 to go. Caesar.
Do you deal in services of some kind? Yes. Do you perform this service for a profit-making organization? Yes.
Definitely, Caesar, definitely.
Yes. Yes. I see. Do you give these services to both men and women? Yes, definitely. Could I use your service? Yes, definitely. I could, huh?
Yes, you could in many different ways, Caesar.
Is this service in some sort of a public office that you hold? No.
No, that's 2 down and 8 to go. Dorothy.
I hope this isn't an indelicate question, but are you a millionaire?
What's delicate about that?
Very indelicate.
Well, what's the answer?
I'm called that.
Oh.
Well, if he isn't, I don't know who is.
Do you find yourself in Detroit very often?
No, not...
No, that's...
Wrong millionaire.
3 down and 7 to go. There are a few millionaires who don't always find themselves in Detroit. Ernie.
You play poker, sir? Is there a product associated with your name that has a similarity of names?
Yes.
Does this name appear on an automobile?
On a what, you say, Ernie?
Is there a similar name on an automobile?
Is your name ever put on an automobile?
Not in this country, no.
On an automobile?
Yes.
Are you, and this is just a wild guess, but are you Abraham Lincoln?
He's not General Motors either.
I didn't hear the answer. I didn't hear the answer.
What'd you say, Ernie?
Did he say yes or no?
He
No.
said no.
Stanley Steamer?
That's, not Stanley Steamer, not
I
General
guess-
Motors. That's 5 down and 5 to go. Arlene.
Now, we have substantiated, or rather Ernie did, that your name is on a car. That's correct, isn't it?
That's right.
Well, I mean, there's no Mr. Cadillac, and there's no real General. It's General Motors. Are you, by any chance,
Could he be souped up,
related
John?
to the Edsel Ford family?
No.
No, that's 5 down and
What?
5 to go.
Chrysler Motors?
Caesar.
Your name is on a car. There's no Mr. Rolls Royces, you know.
There's a Chrysler.
Would you be connected, yes, with the Chrysler organization?
No.
No, that's 6 and 4. You're running out of makes.
It's Mr. Volkswagen.
Hot Rod McGirt.
Dorothy?
You are an American, are you not?
You're an American.
Huh?
You're an American.
Millionaire.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you are an American. And the car that bears the same name as you do is an American-made car?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm making...
Oh, I know we're all being
Yes.
stupid, and I pass.
Now, Ernie, I'm going to give you the
Nash a
last...
millionaire?
What'd you say, Ernie? This is the last question we have.
Well, then I withdraw it because it was pretty bad.
Well, make it a sensible one.
Now that's asking a lot, Bennett. I'm so glad when John will be back. Well, I'll ask this. Is Ogden Nash a millionaire? This has nothing to do with the program at all. It's a personal thing I want to know.
He's a poet.
What'd you-
Nash, car Nash?
Oh, wait, you're wrong, and
No.
I think we'll give the whole $50 to Mr. Henry J. Kaiser. I'm sure you need that $50, Mr. Kaiser.
Oh, that was terrible of us.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't get it, but of
And,
course...
and Mr. Kaiser, you will go down as something other than a man whose name is on a car, because you've done great philanthropic work.
Mr. Kaiser, I'd like to ask you about this new Hawaiian development of yours. Would you like to tell us something about it?
Well, I'm trying to build the most beautiful place in America at the Hawaiian Village in Honolulu.
On Waikiki Beach.
And we now have, we'll have in the next few days, we're building another hotel at the rate of 2 floors per day. And we'll have that finished in about 4 weeks.
And why did you say you were in the entertainment business?
Because we have 3 shows there, and we're putting on another big show.
And hot and cold running hulas.
Yes. Mr. Kaiser, it's very nice to have you here, sir.
Thank you very
Would
much.
you say good night? Well, we're still alive so far, aren't we? And in just a moment, we're going to meet tonight's mystery guest. Well, now we come to the special feature of our show, the appearance of our mystery celebrity. And because the experts would recognize this guest by sight, we've again provided them with those lovely blindfolds. This time, each panelist gets only 1 question at a time.
Tell me, Bennett, do we get these blindfolds off at all during this half hour?
No, I think you can wear it. You can wear it afterwards, too. Remember, you're only going to get 1 question at a time now, and 10 no answers, and our mystery guest has won the game. Okay, are those confounded blindfolds on again?
Yes, sir.
You call
Fine. Will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? Well, all I'll tell you, panelists, that John picked the wrong week to be away. And we'll start playing the game with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Are you in the entertainment field?
Yep.
Ernie.
Pardon me, the voice threw me. I can't see. You know, I'm conscious of my eyes. I need all my senses for these things, Bennett. I'm down to F-22 now from wearing these things all the time. You are in the entertainment business?
Yep. You get another question.
I know this may seem idiotic, but are you a girl?
I think so.
I think so, too.
Well,
wait a
shall
minute,
I wait?
Arlene.
No, you can just be quiet now.
No, I mean, I didn't.
Are you in the pictures? Yep.
Caesar.
Have you got a picture playing currently now on Broadway?
Hello.
Oh, that's 1 down and 9 to go. Dorothy.
Do you sing?
Yes, the answer is yes. Ernie.
Now you've got your chance.
Hello. You sing and you do not have a picture now. Have you done a musical in the movies within the last 3 years?
Hello.
That's 2 down, 8 to go. Arlene.
Have you appeared here in the theater? Hello.
That's 3 down, 7 to go. Caesar.
Did you come on the same plane with me from California a couple of days ago?
I don't think so. I noticed a
He
thing.
might have been smuggled up with a pilot, but I think that's 4 down and 6 to go. Dorothy.
Are you a straight dramatic actress or heroine type rather than a musical comedy in film's personality?
What?
That wasn't a very good sense.
Now, the answer to that is no, Dorothy. It's very definitely 5 down and 5 to go.
Primarily.
I've got it
Ernie.
narrowed down between 2 people. You are either Florence Foster Jenkins or Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes? Are you wearing sneakers?
We only have about a minute and a half left, Ernie.
Well, don't look at me. I don't intend to fill it for you, Bennett. You're on your own. Yeah, see, you made something for a minute.
Would you like to pass it over to Arlene?
Say something.
No, I passed.
Arlene?
You gave up?
They won't tell me if it's Howard Hughes or not, and I just won't play unless they answer me.
Arlene?
You were asked before whether you sang. Do you also dance? Nope.
That's 6 down, 4 to go. Caesar.
The mention of Howard Hughes got some sort of a clause here. I wonder, could you be Gene Peters?
No, that's 7 down, 3 to go. Dorothy?
Are you, by any chance, a member of the cast of a movie that is opening before too long in New York called Les Girls?
Nope.
Nope, that's 8 down, 2 to go, and I'm afraid we haven't got time to go any further. Well, Ernie, take a stab at it. 9 down, 1 to go.
I'd rather be surprised with the rest, Bennett.
Well, our surprise panel, if you'll unmask, you'll see before you the sultry and beautiful Miss Julie London. You see them, Miss London. Would you tell us what you're in town for?
Yes, Bennett, we're going to do a show called The Big Record this coming Wednesday.
Wednesday night on, I hope, the right network.
Right.
Well, it's nice having you.
Thank you.
John
Bennett.
will be very angry he missed you. Will you say good night to the panel? Well, that's about it. I got through it. I hope you did too. Being on the wrong side of the panel is all right, but I'll be very happy to be back there again with you next week because John Daly gets back from Athens. He went over on that non-stop flight, the first one that ever flew from New York to Athens without a stop. And Caesar, thanks for filling in for me. I'll be back there next week. And until then, this is Bennett Cerf saying good night, Dorothy.
And this is Dorothy saying, I thought you loved us, Bennett. Look what you did to us.
I tried to be nice to you.
You're worse than John. Good night, Ernie.
Good night, Dorothy. I'm not sure of my own name at this point. We didn't do very well, did we? Good night, Arlene.
Good night, Ernie. I thought you were wonderful, Bennett. Doesn't it seem funny over there? to say that there is not a man in New York at this minute that is happier that it is 11 o'clock than Bennett Cerf. Good night, Caesar. Thank you very
Good night, Arlene, and good night, Bennett, and thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you all very much, panel. And good night, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for being with us on What's My Line.